A warm welcome to today's edition of Money Moves. I am Melissa Enoch here at the FMDQ studios in Lagos.
And I am Grace Aguarago. It's Wednesday, the 4th of February. We thank you for joining us at this time on the show.
All right, then let's tee off with your news now. South Africa has officially joined the African Export-Import Bank as a Class A shareholder, gaining a stronger voice in the bank's decision-making and access to new funding opportunities. To operationalize the partnership, Afreximbank is rolling out an $8 billion country program for South Africa. The move follows an official signing ceremony confirming South Africa's accession to the Afreximbank Establishment Agreement, a step that was not possible when the bank was founded in 1993 due to apartheid-era restrictions. Let's now listen to Afreximbank President Dr. George Elombi from the signing.
We have abundant resources and enough capital to invest in processing capacities. The fate of our economies and the destiny of African people can no longer be tied to the benevolence of others. I am therefore pleased, Your Excellency, that together with the South African Department of Trade and Industry, under the leadership of Honorable Minister Parks Tau, we have put together with him and his colleagues what we consider an important package to signify that South Africa's complete membership of Afreximbank was intended, it was deliberate, it was purposeful. We have put together an important package of $8 billion United States dollars, an initial package of $8 billion United States dollars for South Africa. This country package, we know, is aligned with South Africa's National Development Plan, the review's National Industrial Framework, and will target key areas. We intend to do very heavy investments in the local processing of natural resources, thereby helping retain value within our economies, create jobs, generate wealth for our people, for that's the ultimate objective.
South Africa's accession to Africa Export-Import Bank affirms our commitment to African industrial development and to deepening trade, investment, and development across our continent. Once finalized, the South African Afreximbank country program will be operationalized with a finance package, as we had, that will initially support a range of strategic projects across the trade and industrial cluster. And you are correct in saying, Minister Tau, that when the issue came up, I asked, this is so logical. And I even asked, what took us so long? Because this is the family that we should have been part of from the get-go moment. The program will inject capital into priority industrial projects, export diversification, infrastructure development, and more importantly for us, transformative initiatives. And one of those areas that we're going to focus on with immediate effect is to give muscle to our transformation fund, which Minister Tau and his team have been working on to support black businesses who, by the way, were held back by the evil apartheid system from being active participants in the economy of our country.
Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has signed a law extending the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, through December 31, 2026, retroactive to September 30, 2025, securing duty-free access for more than 1,800 products from eligible sub-Saharan African countries. The program, which had expired in September, threatened hundreds of thousands of jobs. U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer said Congress will review AGOA to expand market access for U.S. businesses, farmers, and ranchers, following the House's initial 3-year proposal being reduced by the Senate to a 1-year extension. In Liberia, the central bank has kept its monetary policy rate unchanged at 16.25% following its first Monetary Policy Committee meeting of 2026. The MPC cited sustained moderation in inflation, improved fiscal discipline, and stronger macroeconomic stability, saying the decision reflects growing market confidence despite ongoing global and regional risks. In other news, the NGX Made of Africa Awards holds today, celebrating institutions and companies driving impact across Nigeria's capital markets and the broader economy. The Debt Management Office, Dangote Cement, and MTN are among the key honorees, with Chapel Hill Denham, Cardinal Stone, and other market leaders also recognized for their contributions. Here are some excerpts from the event.
Today, we're really celebrating excellence. Made of Africa Award is about excellence. It's about companies that have gone really beyond not having to do it, but they have done it in demonstration of the resilience, in demonstration of the faith that they have in the Nigerian economy, and in demonstration of the fact that indeed the economy has done very well under the current administration of our current president. We at the NGX are always aligned with the $1 trillion aspiration of the federal government. Our market last year, as you all know, did exceedingly well with the All-Share Index closing at 51%, making it the second best performing market globally. And within the African space, given our size in terms of our market cap, we're not trading in the region just behind South Africa. So we have really come a long way. Market cap grew last year by 58%. So we're now operating under a huge market. And I know that all of that would not have been possible without the people in the room today. So let's just appreciate ourselves with a huge round of applause.
For the best trustees in terms of deal value, and the winner is First Trustees Limited. Put your hands together, please. The best. The market debut, Excellence, recognizes the company with the highest market capitalization admitted to the exchange during the review period of 2025, and acknowledging the successful market debut, contribution, and participation in the equity market. Legend Internet PLC, CEO of NGX Limited, and the CEO of NGX Regulations.
Capital Express Securities Limited, Stanning Stockbrokers Limited.
And the winner is, a round of applause for Capital Express Securities. In this category, issuing house with the highest number of primary market transaction in equity, Securities Limited and Main Street Capital. Main Street Capital, we have the officials of Main Street Capital. Thank you, congratulations, congratulations.
Best Sponsoring Trade and License Holder of the Year. This award recognizes the sponsoring trade and license holder with the highest rating for the quality and completeness of documentation submitted for listing applications. The nominees are United Capital Securities Limited and Korea Securities Limited.
And the winner is United Capital Securities Limited. Put it. Capital Securities, step forward.
In South Africa, the Vodacom Group reported a nearly 13% rise in third quarter service revenue to 34.6 billion rand, driven by strong performance in Egypt and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Normalized group service revenue rose 13.6%, tracking favorably against the company's medium-term target, CEO Shamil Jusub said. Financial services remained a key growth driver, with revenue up 24.7% to 4.5 billion rand, supported by mobile money platforms, including Kenya's Safaricom, which processed $500.7 billion in transaction value over the past 12 months. In other news, Burkina Faso produced a record 94 tons of gold in 2025, a sharp increase from the previous year, driven by mining reforms and stronger oversight of industrial and artisanal operations. Energy access also improved, with thousands of new households connected to the national grid as the government plans deeper mining and energy reforms in 2026 to boost local participation and industrialization. Finally, on news now, Octane, an Egyptian digital payments platform, has launched OTolls in partnership with the National Company for Roads Building and Development. The service makes Octane the first company in Egypt to digitize toll and truck weighing payments for light, medium, and heavy vehicles nationwide using NFC technology. The initiative allows logistics companies and transport fleets to pass seamlessly through over 500 toll gates and weighing stations, eliminating cash handling and paper-based processes. I am Melissa Enoch, and that's it on News Now this Wednesday. The show returns shortly with Grace at the FMDQ Archives Room, giving us our market updates.
That together with the South African Department of Trade and Industry, under the leadership of Honorable Minister Park Stow, we have put together with him and his colleagues what we consider an important package to signify that South Africa's complete membership of Afreximbank was intended, it was deliberate, it was purposeful. We have put together an important package of 8 billion United States dollars, an initial package of 8 billion United States dollars for South Africa. This country package, we know, is aligned with South Africa's National Development Plan, the review's National Industrial Framework, and will target key areas. We intend to do very heavy investments in the local processing of natural resources, thereby helping retain value within our economies, create jobs, generate wealth for our people, for that's the ultimate objective.
Welcome back to Money Moves. Let's now go over to Grace for today's market round. Hello there again, Grace.
Thank you, Melissa. Let's now track how the markets traded today, starting off with the equities. The Nigerian Stock Exchange gained 1.28%, while the BROVM gained 0.50% to 366.53. The Nairobi Securities Exchange advanced 0.91% to 198.38. In South Africa, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange added 1.61%, while in North Africa, Egypt's EGX30 rose 1.33%, and Morocco's MASI edged up 0.03%. Let's do a quick round on some of the Pan-African currencies. The rand softened 0.12% to 15.95 against the US dollar. The Egyptian pound eased 0.12%, while the CFA franc slipped 0.20% to 555.13. The Kenyan shilling was flat at 128.99. The Moroccan dirham strengthened 0.21%, while the naira firmed 1.51%, trading at 1,368 naira 98 kobo as at 13:37 GMT. Let's switch into the commodities data deck, beginning with energy prices. Brent crude was little changed, down 0.01% to $67.32, while US WTI edged up 0.05% to $63.24. Natural gas climbed 1.90% to $3.37, and Arabia gasoline rose 0.29% to $1.90 as at 13:32 GMT. Finally, to soft prices. Cocoa slipped 1.91% to $4,218, while coffee is 0.36%. Cotton gained 0.35% to $62.53. Palm oil was marginally lower at $1,052.90. And sugar declined 0.68% to $14.53 as at 13:34 GMT. And that's our Money Moves markets today. Back to you, Melissa.
Grace, thank you very much for those updates on how the markets wrapped up today. And that's it on today's edition of Money Moves. From all of us here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you very much for watching and bye for now.